Hi there, I'm Felicity Urquhart. Today we're going on a journey from paddock to plate to show how Australian beef is produced and why it's the best in the world. It's a 360 tour, so as we go, remember to look around you, up and down and even behind you. So why is Australian beef the world's best? It's having the best systems, the best people who are focused on continuously improving what they do and how they do it. Like my mate Chris. G'day, Chris.
G'day. How you going? I've borrowed my mate's chopper. Let's go up and have a look around.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Australia's the best place in the world to grow beef. It's a huge country, so there's plenty of room for cattle to roam around and live in their natural state. And as you can see, we're miles away from any big cities. And because we're an island, they're protected from disease too, which is why we have one of the world's highest animal health ratings. Chris's family's been raising cattle for many years, and they'd like to do it for many years to come.
Our whole objective here is to make their lives as stress-free as possible, because happy cattle means better beef.
Sustainability is a pretty big focus in Australian beef production. Emissions reduction, water use, animal welfare and land management. It's good for the environment and good for producing top quality beef too. Electronic identification tags help with quality assurance and traceability. They tag the cattle when they're young so they can keep track of them, even when they head off to another farm, like this lot. In Australia, livestock sometimes have to travel some distance, so we make sure we look after them. The focus on low-stress handling starts here on the farm and continues on the truck. It's important the cattle have enough room to be comfortable, but also snug so they don't get knocked around and hurt themselves as they travel. I mean, it's not like we can put seatbelts on them. Plus, they're happier being kept together. They get stressed when they're not with their crowd. Let's hop on board, check it out with Rodney.
G'day, welcome aboard.
Transport systems in Australian beef production feature strict guidelines to make sure the whole trip is low stress for the animals. All cattle in Australia are initially raised on natural pastures, and most of them continue on that way. Some of them, a little later on in life, move on to a natural grain mix in feedlots just like this. Now, Fee, what is in the bucket?
Mate, here we feed a natural mix of grain, hay, cottonseed, a little bit of molasses concentrate and a dry lick. And as you can see, every time we go to feed out, they come and running for it. We use grain feeding to help take pressure off our paddocks, which enables us to let them rejuvenate and recover. It also enables us to turn over cattle, which gives a different flavour to the meat and enhances the marbling.
Australian beef processors comply with stringent hygiene standards and quality assurance programs. To tell us more, here's Pete.
G'day, great to have you here today. Cleanliness and hygiene is extremely important to us here, and as you can see with the people in behind us, the first thing we got underway before we enter in the rooms is to scrub down. All of our cattle are processed in a humane manner. This is to ensure the beef that we produce of the highest quality. It's extremely important they're not stressed in any way because the stress affects the tenderness, flavour and the quality of the beef. These guys are our accredited graders. They ensure that our beef meets the high expectations of all of our customers.
The great thing is that nothing is wasted. The whole of the animal is used, and the beef can be traced right back to the farm. About 2/3 of Australian beef is exported to over 100 countries. So from here, it can go right across Australia and around the world to wholesalers, supermarkets, butchers and restaurants.
I love working with Australian beef. You can't beat the quality. You don't have to do much to it, and the flavour stands on its own. I'm really proud to put a beautiful piece of Aussie beef like that on a plate and serve it to my customers. Just as proud as the farmer in the paddock who produced it.
How does that steak look, Chris?
That looks beautiful.
As you've seen for yourself, Australia's distinctive beef production systems and commitment to continuous improvement are why our beef is recognised as some of the best in the world.
We hope you enjoyed our Paddock to Plate tour, and we hope you get to enjoy some delicious Aussie beef very soon.
Cheers to that.
Yes.